Congress is currently on a 5-week break, which means U.S. Representative Michael Burgess is back in North Texas. He's here now to talk to us about a few things going on in Washington. Congressman, thanks for being here with us.
Sherry, thanks for having me. And let me just correct one thing. It's not a break. It's an in-district work period.
The work period, I know. Okay, yes, sir. The work period. I know that's the verbiage we prefer to use. We call it a break. Speaking of that, let's start with a new poll that came out just today. And in the poll, it talks about more than 8 in 10 voters feel that Congress has not done enough to be taking this break. Tell me how you feel about that. Do you agree with the poll, and why or why not? Those who feel, you need to be working.
Well, I feel the same way, and quite honestly, I don't understand why we didn't remain this week or come back next week or the week after or maybe 2 weeks early. There's a lot of appropriations work that needs to be done before the end of the fiscal year, which is September 30th. There are other bills that expire at the end of the fiscal year that need to be taken up. Intelligence reauthorization, important topic, going to take a lot of debate. So we got plenty of work to do, and yeah, I'd prefer to be there working, but historically, August has been a month where Congress returns to the district and listens to the constituents, and I take that task very seriously as well. So we've done some town halls and some community roundtables over the Affordable Care Act. We'll continue to have the big town hall tonight up in Denton, joining with some other members of Congress on Monday in Grapevine. So there's a lot of work on the schedule. It's not it's not
exactly a break. Okay, so history prevails. You are getting your break, which is a work period for those who will use it to talk to your constituents. Okay, since lawmakers are on this break, work period, as you call it, without getting to the economy and funding the budget, the government now has not put in place a budget past September 30th. Should we expect some type of budget showdown?
It's quite possible. And good news may be hard for people to find, but, and I realize overdrawing your check by $606 billion is not exactly good news, but 2 years ago it was $1.3 trillion. So the Republican House, working sometimes against some impossible odds, has been able to turn the ship of state around as far as the spending levels are concerned. So that is good news. I thought we should have taken that momentum, pushed forward with the appropriations bills. They need to be done. I'd rather not see us put them all into one big bill that no one can read and understand and pass it before September 30th.
Right.
But, in fact, that may be the cards that were dealt.
Quickly, because I know we're going short on time here, we do want to touch on one of the big issues that was, of course, in front of Congress, the big to-do list, so to speak, about getting more Americans back to work. What is Congress doing for that effort?
Well, first off, I'm very fortunate to represent this area, Tarrant and Denton County, and our unemployment rates are some of the envy of the country. Part of that is because of the manufacturing, the energy production we have in this area. But look, the biggest thing would be, let's pull the wet blanket of Obamacare off of small and large business. This is one of the things that's holding things back. Most of the employment created in the country right now is part-time employment, because anyone who works over 29 hours puts that employer subject to an employer mandate, which is very expensive. As a consequence, part-time employment is being created, full-time jobs are not. The unions have complained that redefining the work week as a 30-hour work week as full-time has fundamentally broken the back of the agreement that created the middle class of the 40-hour work week.
And I'm sure in some of those points, Democrats might disagree, but that's what Congress is all about. Congressman Michael Burgess, thanks so much for being here, of course, representing District 26 here in Texas. Of course, if you have more questions of your own for the Congressman, you can head to his town hall meeting tonight in Denton. It starts at 7 o'clock at the Denton Bible Church on University Drive. Switching gears now to our weather. Meteorologist Jeff Jamison joining us now to talk all about it. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Shari, we are looking at